Hey guys, this is Dan, and welcome to layout update number 1. Today is January 23rd, 2011 and 2012. Still stuck in 2011 somehow. But we'll go through the progress on the layout so far and basic things about it. We'll start with basically what this layout is. It's basically a 8.5 foot wide by 9.25 foot long layout. Basically not representing any one era or railroad. It's mainly just modeling basically the upper Midwest, specifically Minnesota or Wisconsin. Of course, my stepdad models more CNW and Milwaukee Road. I model more BNSF and some Burlington Northern. A little bit of Milwaukee Road, but not much. So yeah, we'll get started now on the layout. It's, like I said, 8.5 feet wide by 9.25 feet long, and it will be powered by Digitrax DCC. We got the Zephyr right there. Although at a later date we may get like a DCS100 or something. What else? Oh yeah, we're using Atlas Code 83 track for this layout. And so let's get started on the layout and stuff we've done to it so far. Okay, so now we're inside the layout, and we're going to start in this corner here. This corner here just basically comes out from basically the city area or whatever, which we'll get to later. Comes around into sort of the country area of our layout, which is going to be this side. Each side's 2 feet wide, except for the city one, which is about 3 feet wide. But over here we got this curve. All the curves on the main are 24-inch minimum radius. And we come out here. Got the track plan right here. So basically, looking at the track plan, you can see that we got one number 4 switch here and another one here. There'll be a couple like team tracks or industry tracks here, as you can see on the track plan. Then coming off just right here, going back there, will probably be a grain elevator or something, small grain elevator, like one of those farmers co-op elevators. Coming around here, it goes to another curve, and now we enter more of the city part of the layout, which is a little bit more clustered with tracks. Right here will be the first switch right here, and that'll be an industrial track or a team track probably. Then right here is where the siding splits off from the main track. We've only got roadbed laid down for the main right now, but and then it goes off there into another switch. This switch has one purpose, and that's the yard lead switch. This leg of the switch goes to the siding. For the passing siding. This is the yard lead right there. So we come around here, and we get to more of the city area. We got the main line going back there. Passing siding will come around right through here and then join back up right here. Now down here where the yard lead comes in, we got the, now let me move this. Comes in right here, and it enters the yard right here. Now the yard is 4 tracks wide, plus a 5th track that's mainly used for engines and stuff to get into the engine terminal. So basically we've got a switch here. This is a yard throat switch. Got another number 4 here. This is for one of the tracks. We got number 4. Back here is another track, but it's got to keep at least one room for one engine and a caboose, because this is our caboose track. It's going to be coming off right here. Another yard track, another yard track. The yard tracks go around and then end right about here. So the capacity will probably be about 6 or 7 cars per track, depending on what kind of cars are in those tracks. Another one, and then this one's mainly a the engine facility lead, but you could probably have a couple cars back here, sitting back here. And then here's the engine facility switches. one track going here, another one here, and then another one down here for the engines. Coming off here on the main track, just on the opposite side from the yard, is another switch here leading to another switch, kind of like a crossover. And that's the industrial spur lead. That's the industrial lead, and basically it goes around then and rejoins the main track just past the passing sign switch. Now back here, right past the industrial lead switches over here, we got another pair of switches, which goes to that switch there, and then it goes. It's just one long straight section of track, and those are all going to be industries back there. Now that's for two reasons. One, to fit more industries. That's one of the things my stepdad wanted. And two, the reason for putting all the industries on one section of track with just one pair of switches going into them is to make switching more complicated and make you think a lot more. It's one thing me and my stepdad really like about switching is the kind of thinking aspect of it. That you have to plan your moves 3 or 4 moves ahead of time. You can't pull one car out of there, but still have a bunch of cars sitting back here, so you can't get yourself out. But yeah, basically what we got so far now is. So now we'll move on to what we've got done so far. We've got, like I said, we got all the mainline road bed done. All the way around the layout. What we're planning to do with the road bed for the yards and other spur tracks, we're going to take this road bed. We're using Track River Woodland Scenics foam road bed. And we're going to start like shimming it down to the point where there's no more, where the tracks for the yards and spur tracks and such are sitting right on the plywood, like actual railroad tracks at the sidings are lower than the main track. That's the way we're gonna be doing that. Passing siding will probably still be road bedded too, but other than that, everything else is gonna go down and stay down. Plus, we get just right. I mentioned my stepdad's kind of a joke yesterday. If we get it just right, we might be able to switch this yard by kicking cars instead of just going 1, pull out 2, shove back 3, etc. So basically, the only stuff we got on the layout right now in terms of motive power and rolling stock is my stepdad's Jeep 9. She was running back and forth last night just to test the road bed out, just right there, just to see how that road bed worked in his mind. Now he's just got a couple of his custom painted and decaled cars here, just sitting there that he had on here to test, his industries and stuff that he built. So that's about it. I don't really know what else there is to say about this as of right now, since we just barely started it. We just got the mainline road bed put in yesterday, and that's really about it. Like I said, I don't know what else to say, so we'll just go over the track plan once here for you guys. Orient it kind of in the way the layout is, so we'll go over here. Basically this is our country scene, over here. And then the city area over here, Like I said, all the mainline curves are 24-inch minimum radius. And the yard tracks, we're trying to keep at least 20 or 22 inch minimum radius for those. And then our switches, you might be wondering about those. Our switches, we got number 6s just on the passing siding switches there and there. The rest of the switches are all number 4s. So they're big enough to be usable with 6-axle power, yet small enough to actually fit more than a few in an area, so that like our yard can actually hold a decent amount of cars in it, because it's gonna be a curved yard, like I said, and ending right about there. So yeah, that's about it. I don't know what. So I'll keep you guys posted. I'll be posting layout updates every so often, just to keep you guys updated on how the layout progress is going, so be looking forward to those. it's January now, so spring break I'll be going out rail fanning more, once again, so there'll be more rail fanning videos coming out too. Just keep your eye out for them, and you all have a good day. Happy rail fanning. BNSF9187 out.